Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Drummer's Paradise.
Adam, you know what?
My buddy.
I'm really excited for this episode because I have a long friend and a really dedicated drummer in the Canadian drum scene and music scene, and JJ.
That's amazing.
Thank you guys so much for having me.
How are you, buddy?
So cool,
you.
yeah.
Thank you for coming on and taking the time to chat with Adam.
Absolutely.
And T here today, man.
My pleasure. So cool.
Cool, man. That's awesome. Well, let's jump to a clip of you killing it on the kit, and we'll be right back and get to know you a bit.
Sweet.
Awesome. We'll be right back, everybody.
Here it is.
Man, JJ, that was wicked, dude.
Incredible playing, eh?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Walk us through some of that.
Yeah, well, that was a playthrough for Shred's Not Dead. So really cool instrumental. I think instrumentals are always great for like playthroughs because then you're not like missing out on anything. So yeah, so that one's a lot of fun and a lot of cool double kick work. I really enjoy it because just going from those 16th note sections to 16th note triplets, you know, it's just a lot of fun and challenging to do also. Like I still kind of just practice that for fun.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
Cool. Thanks for running through that with us.
Yeah, no problem.
Cool, man. So how'd you get into drums? How old were you?
So I was blessed because my dad was a drummer. That's kind of cool.
Nice.
He wasn't Rob Reiner though, but he was a drummer, you know, an aspiring drummer, and he never did it full time or anything like that. But he loved drums, and I was lucky because when I was really young, I think I was probably like 5 or so, was the first time I saw like a drum pad and sticks, and he kind of like showed me the basics on a pad. And when I was 7, he got me a drum kit, like a real one. So yeah, like I said, I was blessed. super supportive parents, and my dad taught me how to play. You know, he showed me the basics, you know, beats, fills, everything, and you know, so throughout my childhood, we had like a drum shed. You know, we called it the cabin, la cabane. And I could go there anytime. You know, there was heat during the winter. Everything, you go, you play. So
limits. That's amazing.
My dad really pushed me to practice every day, and
it's definitely a blessing that we've brought this topic up on a lot of our episodes. That it's so important to be lucky to have supportive parents in the musical adventure. Like despite
it's
whatever
huge.
instrument you're playing,
especially drums, because it's really loud. Well, now with electric drums, a bit different, but still there's clickety clack.
No, absolutely. Like think of how many kids just never get the chance because their parents will just shut it down. And it's like you never know what could have came out of that, you know, but it's just you never had the opportunity. So I'm so thankful that, you know, we were given the opportunity, you know, to be able and like encouraged to do it. So I owe a lot to my parents and to my dad.
All the parents out there that allowed us to drum, right?
Yeah.
Shout out drums. We shout out to everybody and shout out to the parents.
That's amazing. So JJ, we know you play Pearl drums. Right? You're a Pearl artist.
I am.
Let's let everybody know currently your tour setup, what you're playing, what kind of shells, cymbals, stands, hardware, the whole package.
Yeah, for sure. So I'm currently playing a reference series kit.
Nice.
2 kicks, 3 racks, 2 floors. I've got like the full over-the-top rack setup, you know, but I don't take that everywhere with me, you know. It kind of has to be the right gig, you know.
Special setup.
Same with the gong too, you know, like you don't bring the gong to every show, you know. I just kind of like, sometimes I'll just like show up to a club show with the gong. It's a 40-inch gong, and I'll just be like, yeah, fuck it.
Why not?
Yeah, I feel like bringing the gong tonight, we're bringing the gong. You know?
I'm not even hitting it.
I just want it behind me.
Yeah. But no, I'm super happy with the Pearl stuff. I've had this kit for long time now, at least 10 years. So
they make incredible drums.
What's the shell? What's the wood?
So the reference series is the one that it's like a hybrid.
Okay.
So depending on the size of the drum determines what kind of wood they choose.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. So for the higher frequencies, they'll use like birch, and then going into maple, and then as you get into like the lower toms, they start incorporating plies of mahogany. So the kicks are almost all mahogany to get like the bass sound.
I don't know if I'm not mistaken, on the reference shells, they have a pretty thick bearing at
the shells are thick, especially the snare. The snare is 20 ply, which is ridiculous, right? But hey, it sounds amazing.
For sure.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Cool. So what cymbals you played?
Sabian for like the longest time now. I was a Zildjian guy growing up because my dad played Zildjian, but then eventually moved on to Sabian because Sabian had a deal with Rehearsal Factory where I still rehearse at now. Well, it's not Rehearsal Factory no more, but so
Islington?
Yeah, well, it was Islington, but then the Geary location. So I'm still at Geary, but for a long time they had a deal with Sabian, so I was able to get, you know, really good pricing on Sabian cymbals through them. So I made the switch, you know, and I love their stuff, you know.
Now I gotta ask, since you're on the show, because it's always intrigued me, man. It's always intrigued me, you know what I mean? Your style, like you play your 2 front cymbals really high up, like really high up though, man. Like I'm
like dedicated metal. Real metal drummers play with high.
Like I remember the first time I saw you play, and I saw that, right? I was like, holy, like that. I found that like that's a serious reach that you do in order to hit those cymbals, right? How did you get into that?
Yeah, so I think it started a long time ago. I think it's been like 20 years. But when I was young, I would experiment a lot with my setup. So I was trying like
to do that.
You know, putting the toms like left-handed, and then like, you know, putting cymbals in different places. Like I really wanted to get like a remote hat. You know, like Bill Bruford was like a big like inspiration for me when I was young. It's like, oh, like this is a crazy setup, like really flat toms and really low. And then I was like, oh, well, what if I raise up the cymbals? So I started doing that, and like started putting them up higher. I only found out after the fact that like it was kind of like an 80s thing for drummers, like rock drummers and metal drummers, but I didn't know that at the time, like we're talking, this is like the new metal days. So like, and I'm like 18 years old, right? So I don't know anything about that.
It's just through experimenting that
exactly. And then I was like, oh, you know what? I started liking the swing, like and like the motion, and I saw that people also enjoyed it, and like people could kind of see me better. So I was like, yeah, you know what? They kind of stuck with it. Like I think I wanted to have like a thing, and I think nowadays a lot of people don't have like a thing, right? Not that I'm like so tied to it or whatever. Like it's not like I won't play if my cymbals aren't high, but it definitely doesn't feel the same.
Right.
No, but it's like, it's your style.
Signature.
It's your signature, definitely in our music community or music scene in our drum community.
He has
cool.
his signature to his mask. He wears his mask.
Like I see,
absolutely.
Like brother Alex Von Gogh, he wears
signature.
the mask, and that's his signature. And he told a story about that, which is great. That's why cool. I wanted to ask you about your story. And it's cool, like you just said, it separates you from everybody else on what's going on,
important,
and it creates your own uniqueness. Right? So,
absolutely, and I think it's all part of the show, right?
100%.
Like I think a lot of it when I'm thinking about drumming, I'm thinking about like what do I want to see in a drummer? And I think that's kind of what I end up like mirroring in myself, because like I think we all think that when we watch a great drummer or something, like we know what we like and we know what we want to see, and I think I'm trying to like portray that, what would I want to see?
Yeah, sure. And that's a good way to approach it too.
Right.
For sure. That's awesome.
So JJ, what would you say are 3 of the most fundamental rudiments for a young drummer today, inspiring to pick up the sticks and learn the percussion instrument?
They're
what would you
foundational
recommend 3 rudiments to?
Okay, number 1, I'll say the flam. I use a lot of flams, and I think it's so like basic, I guess, but so like key. I think I start like a lot of my fills with a flam, like even if I'm just doing like whatever.
A roll around, right? Just like flam.
It's always like my first stroke, like I think a lot of the times is always a flam, and I think it just gives it like that extra like, punch, or like, flams on a snare. It's like, you can't go wrong. There's so many fancy rudiments, and it's like, what good are they really?
Yeah, do you really need all
I mean, there's so many variations of like paradiddles, but it's like obviously you got to know what some kind of paradiddle. So I guess probably knowing like a basic paradiddle will help you. And apart from that, I mean, a good single stroke roll, man. Yeah, a good single stroke roll. Yeah.
Good timing on a single stroke roll. Good hit. Good pressure.
Good speed.
Rebound. Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people don't really use doubles.
Doubles is a good one too. I would say like it's good and important to learn doubles, man.
But like I don't know. I guess it depends on the player. But like how many players are using doubles while they're playing? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I guess it depends to like what extent that you develop them.
Well, that's just it, right?
Like, fuck, I saw a drummer like about a year ago or whatever. I forget his name. He was playing in a band called Raider. It's not the guy now, but his feet were so blazing fast. And I talked to him about it afterwards, and he's like, "Yeah, I do doubles. Everything is doubles."
And you're like, what?
I'm like, everything? He's like, yeah, everything is doubles. So it's just like, and I'm like, well, and he's like, yeah, I just like practiced for like 2 years straight.
That's my main focus.
And then he just got his double speed up. But like how many guys do that? Most guys just do singles, right? So it's, I think that's the thing about technique, is like, it's whatever you feel and whatever's like natural for you. So
That's true.
I mean, rudiments. So I guess those three, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Adam.
T-Man.
You know what time it is?
What time is it?
I think it's time we let our viewers and our subscribers know about Diamond Star drumsticks.
Check
Shout out
these
to Diamond
babies
Star.
out. Check them out.
Adam,
Yeah, bud.
I know you've been playing these recently.
Yep.
Why don't you let everybody know what you're thinking so far on the product?
Buddy, I'm telling you right now, these things, they're so durable, first of all. They don't chip down like other brands do. And they last forever, so that's a great quality. How they feel in your hand, they're so well balanced, they're so comfortable, they don't slip, there's a nice texture to them. Yeah, I can't say enough good things about that. I use the rock ones now. I've been using them for a couple weeks, and check them out. Put them in your hands,
I was going to say, let's check them out.
Tell me what you think about that.
Yeah.
Right?
Right there, look at it, right?
Rock. That's a nice one. That's a heavier stick. I would say it's heavier than a 5B a little bit, but it's light. It's really well put together.
It's got more of a baseball tip
instead of an acorn. Yeah, exactly.
That's cool.
Great rebound. It's a great stick. So I can't say enough good things about this, my good man. And guess what we can do today?
What can we do?
We can offer a discount to all our subscribers, viewers here. Yeah, so Paradise 10, just type that in on your checkout, and you're gonna get 10% off of a pair of these. And I can't highly recommend these more than any other brand. I'm telling you, they're really, really good stuff, and I'm really excited for these guys because they make amazing products, and they're really great to their artists as well. As other drummers that we've had on this podcast have been sponsored by these guys and use these guys, they are a really great company geared towards drummers and the drum community, just like us.
So make sure you go to diamondstar.com.
Yes. Paradise 10. Paradise 10.
Click it.
Click it.
I look forward to giving them a try.
That's it. Now let's get back to the episode, eh, bud?
Let's go.
See ya. Speaking of that, so who are your top 3 drummers? Since we're top 3 right now.
Yeah. I think because it changes like over time.
So throughout your drumming career,
Yeah.
who would you say are the top 3 through that time? What stood out the most?
I really love Dave Weckl. I think to this day is the one that I'm kind of most like fascinated with, especially like his early solo albums. I just think it's amazing, like his feel and his precision and everything. And it's just so out there what he's playing. Like I can't like follow it, you know. I'm just like enjoying it. It's just like this crazy, you know, orchestra of like rhythms, and it's all like perfect. You know, like I don't know how he does it. But yeah, and then like Tommy Aldridge, I really like.
Yeah, I've watched a few videos lately of him.
An incredible monster. And like as he gets older, he gets younger and better, and like it's remarkable. Like I mean, shout out to Tommy Aldridge because
I mean, very different kind of player compared to Dave Weckl, but just like, you know, so much power and
technique, right?
Presence.
Yeah, you know, like there's a reason all those big bands, you know, hired him, you know, back in the days, right? It's like, oh, yeah, I want that guy, you know?
He's on top of it. That's right.
Yeah.
So that's 2.
Yeah, and I don't know. I was into a lot of prog stuff when I was younger, so it's like, I mean, yeah, of course, like, I think like the Mike Portnoys and like Danny Carey's, you know, those types of guys.
They had a heavy influence.
Yeah, I mean, I admired them for sure, you know, like what they were doing. You know, Danny Carey, like really pushing the envelope with like
he's great.
What he was doing, and like and then Portnoy too. Yeah. Oh, Dennis Chambers, I also really enjoy. So and got to meet during one of his clinics. I got to like tech his clinic.
That's
nice. It wasn't a clinic. It was a show at the jazz festival.
Where was that at?
Yeah, it was at the Rex.
Okay. So.
Yeah, with this guitarist, this jazz guitarist. I can't remember his name now, but it didn't matter to me. It was like Dennis Chambers was playing. So yeah, he was like stuck for a kit, and like, one of the old Pearl guys called me and he was like, hey, like Dennis needs a kit. And I was like,
No problem.
hell yeah. yeah, I'll do this, Yeah, I got to meet him and stuff, and like just see him like tuning my drums, and like he used a lot of moon gels.
Oh, really?
And I was like, yeah, like why not? Why not? It's like sometimes I forget about them.
They're a great tool.
They are, man. They are. Yeah,
I use them on my snare. Usually a little piece on my snare.
Yeah,
for sure.
It's great. It's just, but he was putting them on every drum, and I was just like, yeah, cool. Yeah, and he set the beater like really high. I was like, that's not like the center, for me, it's like, I'm always like trying to get it close
the pendulum,
to
you want.
yeah, but like he was like, no, he put it up real high, and I was like,
interesting.
All right.
What kind of beaters do you like? Are you a fan of the little round beaters? Or are you a fan of like a wood beater? Do you play like the plastic side of the DW? Like what do you play?
Yeah, so what we were talking about eliminators before, so I still have my eliminator beaters, and I'll flip on the plastic side for that, kind of get a bit more slap. But right now I'm using the wood beaters for the Demon drives. So it's not the stock ones that you get. Like the stock ones are kind of like these felt ones that wear out really quick. Sorry, Pearl, but the wood ones are where it's at, So yeah, there's kind of like these orange wood beaters. So I'm really enjoying those. Lots of weight.
And they get that click, eh?
Yeah, they make a little click, slap, like you said.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So, as a musician, touring drummer you are, what kind of advice can you give someone who's currently getting into the scene, working hard in the scene, might feel discouraged, might feel like giving up, not feeling like wanting to pursue it anymore and play drums? What kind of motivational tips would you give a young individual drummer that feels currently struggling at the times of what everything is right now?
I think that's a great topic to bring up, especially because how grim it looks out there. Like, I think it's always been grim for musicians, but
more so
it's
now
pretty
with
black and
technology.
But I think more than ever, it's like looking pretty daunting. I think number one is you can't give up, and that's what anyone will tell you that is successful. And it's so simple, but you can't quit. It's like it's you that's in control of that. So like your story is only over when you decide that it's over. Yeah, and I've been so close to the end of my story, like many times, going through the years, up and coming, and just feeling like you can never get that break, but barrier. The breaks will come. You just have to persist. And I think a big part of it, because like me going through my 20s and not really like being where I wanted to be, like I moved here from Nova Scotia, and like at 18 years old with big rock star dreams, you know what I mean? And you're like, oh, okay, a couple years, I'll be like big time and stuff, but it doesn't always work out like that. So I think a big moment for me was when I changed my outlook, and it became more about like the journey and not getting to the final destination. So it's kind of like going on a hike, you're there to enjoy the hike, not where you're going, or the spot that you're going to, right? So I think that way, that you kind of take the pressure off that way, so you can just like enjoy the journey of being, an aspiring musician, and then just everything that comes with that. Like, it's not always about getting to the end goal, it's about like who you become during that process, and like the people you meet and the things that you'll do during your journey. So just don't quit, pursue, believe in yourself 100%. That's the main thing. Yeah,
that's right. It might be cutthroat out there, but you still got to pursue it and just have respect, you know what I mean? It goes along with it.
Be humble. Nice totally. And like you'll meet friends along the way that will help you, so
it's so true.
Yeah, that's the beauty of a band, is that, you can be in it together, and there's nothing like the band, small group of people with a dedicated goal, it's, you know, you can accomplish so much with that, man. You know, and that's not only in music, like in any field, right? You know, it's like something about it, you know. So.
That's so true. So you got any funny tour stories for us you can share with us?
Oh man, in the early days of touring,
it could be from any time. It could be at any severity. PG, art, doesn't matter.
PG, it could be. You could take it to. The meter's yours.
I think right away, I think back about like my very first tours in the UK with my old band Zeroscape, and we were like, you know, new metal, ragga metal kind of thing. This was like, we played with like the Endorphins, you know, back in the days and everything. But yeah, we went to the UK for the first time, and it was fucked, you know, like we had no clue what we were doing, you know, like this is before the days of like, you know, we didn't have a cell phone or anything like that. We were rolling around with like paper maps and stuff, you know, you just like show up at a town and you're looking for the venue, and we'd just be like stopping people on the street that looked like metalheads and be like, yo, you like, do you know what this place is? You know, it was just so random, you know, we had no guarantees, we had like no merch, we were just like, we just wanted to get out there and just play, man, and it was so cool, man. It was so cool because we got to experience and travel and like just have this like carefree life, you know, that was great, and we lived that for like a few years together. So yeah, a lot of crazy stories happened, you know, but you know, those moments I cherish, and I think it was a big part of like molding me as like as a person, because I was so young, you know. I was like maybe I think 20 years old.
Still so much to learn.
Life, right? Yeah, and just taking it in, you know, the other guys in the band were older, so I was able to like you learn like a lot of life lessons kind of from like traveling like that and stuff.
As you would, for sure.
It's nice to get a passport tattooed at an early age.
Right? That's funny. So you have, what band are you in now? And do you have any new material you can share with us maybe?
Yeah, so, I mean, you guys all know Skullfist is kind of on hiatus now, I guess, because like Zach is, you know, living the country life, and, you know, we're taking a break right now, which it's okay. So I've kind of, you know, been able to put more effort into my own band, Thunderor, which we started in 2020, and we've got our second album is going to be coming out in the new year. I think March. Exciting. And we've got a couple singles that have already come out. The latest one, Pump Up the Volume, is out. So
cool. And you can share that with us?
Yeah.
Awesome. Let's jump to a clip of that now, and then we'll talk about it.
Let's check it out.
Cool, yeah. We'll be right back, guys.
Pump up the volume, it's the feeling you get now. Pump up the volume, it's the moment you live for it. Pump up the volume, got me feeling so right now. Pump up the volume, it's the moment you live for it. Come on and breathe for it. Come on and die. Turn it up. You got me feeling so high. Whip it up, and we can go down, go down, go down, go down.
Awesome stuff. Awesome
That was
stuff.
a killer track. I enjoyed that.
That was good stuff, man.
JJ, that was good, man.
Sweet.
Okay,
So
Thank
that's
you,
new
thank
stuff, and you guys were just in
Yeah.
the studio recording this, eh?
Yeah, I mean, we recorded everything ourselves, so the process was like very long, as you know, right? You know, it takes time, you know, trying to cut costs and.
And you all do a little bit of the recording, or is it one person in the band that does the recording?
We've been it's me and Johnny who do all of it, but like I guess we all record like our own instruments, but we did it all like I did the drums in the jam space, you know, but which was a big learning experience for me, like getting the mics, getting the interface, learning Pro Tools and stuff like that. So it's cool.
It's a cool mission to do, though, right?
Yeah, man, and it's great to know, you know, and then now I can just like bang out tracks when I need to, and so yeah, Johnny did the guitars by himself, and then like I did the vocals also in my jam space, and so yeah, it was a long process, but finally the album is coming out,
and it sounds great too.
Yeah, thank you,
great.
and it's we're getting good traction from it.
Okay,
so
that's good.
I think, you know, it's been about like 5 years with this band, and I think finally starting to see like, you know, the fruits of our labor. Yeah. So
You guys going on the road at all? Going to tour this album?
Yeah. So we've got some Canada dates in April with the Burning Witches. They're from Switzerland, so we're going to be supporting them, and then we've got a Europe tour with Chris Holmes. So Holmes, the Sound of Wasp is a new thing, and we're doing Scandinavia, and I think other parts of Europe are going to be announced, I think, but not yet.
So you'll be there for a little bit anyway.
Yeah, I think, you know, a few weeks at least,
You gotta make it worthwhile,
maybe
man.
longer. So let's see. But I'm stoked. You know,
that'll
like
be good
we're
times.
You might hang over, do whacking.
I mean, it'll be a bit of a gap,
You're
but
already over there. It'll be a bit of a gap.
No, that's great stuff, man, and exciting. It's all coming out.
Yeah, it's good, you know, because it takes so long. Like between albums, you know, so much. It takes so much time, and you know, you got to find the time to write, and then like meanwhile, you're like trying to push the current stuff, you know. So like you're playing shows, you're doing everything you need to do, and then on top of that, you got to be getting the next stuff ready. So yeah, I mean, it's a lot, and it's been like, I mean, I guess that's why it's taken us 4 years. You know, by the time this new album comes out. From the release of the first one, you know, so, but I guess that's like okay. We're still within like the allowable, you know, amount of years before you can release something else, you know. But
there's no limit, man.
I guess not.
Hey, you're still committed to the craft, and you're still out there doing it and putting the initiative and the hard work.
And you
in,
can't
right?
rush quality, guys. You can't. Rush quality.
I mean, I wish I could. You know, it's just like I think I write very slow. You know, because I think with Thunderor, I've taken on songwriting, so it's different than the other bands I've been in, where I was like, you know, just the drummer, but like, okay, maybe you're like writing and contributing to like arrangements and like drum parts and stuff, but not like writing a song, like melody and like lyrics and like and chord structures and everything. So that was like a big learning experience for me too. And I do it very slowly, and you know, hopefully I'll get quicker at it, you know, but like I know dudes, it's like Trevor from Haunt, like he bangs out an album like every year, you know, and I'm like, holy man, like how, right? But I guess when you've been doing it so long, you just like, you have a knack for it, and then so I think that's a big goal. Like I need to be able to write music quicker and be able to put it out quicker.
It's like when you learned the mics and the Pro Tools and everything to record your drums. It took you a bit to set it up first, and now you can just peel
that's
it off, no
man.
problem. Same thing, right?
Absolutely, yeah. It's like everything. So,
cool.
Yeah. Hopefully, you know, get quicker at that. You know, because I think that was the main factor in like the gap. You know, like it takes long to record, yes, but it takes longer to write. I'm speaking for myself, you know, so yeah. But everyone's situation is different, so it's not like we had like 20 songs and we're gonna choose 10. It's like no, these are all the songs.
We have
this
to
is
make
all like a
work.
scrounge up. Yeah, this is everything.
Or we could wait longer.
Yeah. There's nothing left in the bank. Like, now we got to start from zero again. Like,
We can
great.
push
yeah.
another year,
Yeah,
write
like-
another. Yeah.
No, it's the guitar player's turn. Next album.
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah.
Concept albums.
Yeah, I mean that's good when you got guys who can contribute songs too, you know, and like you always read about that with like big bands, you know, it's like, oh, well, you know, like you write songs, you know, so it's like if everyone writes 2 songs, then you know you're already like well on your way.
Absolutely.
So
So true.
yeah, unless you don't use the songs, then you know.
That's a difference. We'll save that one for later.
Yeah. We'll put it up here on the fridge so everyone can see, you know.
Well, it's awesome though, JJ. It's good. Your next year's looking bright for you, man.
Yeah.
A lot
We're
of,
excited
a lot
for
of
you.
positivity.
Thanks.
You know,
For
a lot of
sure.
good
Yeah.
energy. You know, I wish you all the best on
Thank you, man.
everything
Thank
that
you,
it
guys.
brings, man. You know,
Yeah.
been working hard, like I said, in the scene for a long time, and I got a lot of respect for you and for what you do for the drum community and everything too. So
Thanks, man.
it's an honor to have you on again here today with Adam and I.
Yeah.
So cool.
Awesome meeting and getting to know you.
Yeah. Always a pleasure talking to the drummers, you know.
So much fun always, man. It really is.
Yeah.
Cool, man. And thanks everybody for watching, for tuning in. Hopefully you can subscribe.
Yeah, hit that notification bell. Drummers Paradise podcast on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram.
Spotify,
Make sure
all
you
that stuff.
hit that bell. I wish it was a drum, but it's not. Maybe we can fix that one day down the road in life with YouTube, but not right now.
That's it. And if you guys want some merch, hit us up, DM us. We've got some t-shirts for you guys. You can pick up some dirty swag, no problem. Hit us up and we'll send it out to you guys, all right?
And all JJ's info, Thunderor's info, it's
Down
going to be
below.
down below. Hit that link. Check out their new
Yes,
song.
the new
their
album,
new album coming
yes.
out in the new year. They're going on the road. Follow them.
Check them out in April. Yes. All right, guys. Keep grooving.
Awesome.
Have fun
We'll see you again.
in paradise.
Yeah.
Wall,